Once upon a time there was a duke. His name was Theseus, and he ruled all of Athens. He had all the riches he could ever want, but no wife to share it with. He and his men set off to Scythia, where the Amazon woman lived, to get himself a wife.
You guys are gonna love my palace. I have not one, not two, but three riches, and all the power you can imagine. I also have a garden for you to frolic in, Emily.
On their journey back, they came across an old woman who told them about the tyrant Creon and what he had done to her husband and their people. Theseus knew what had to be done.
Take my wife and her sister back to Athens. I have to slay the one they call Creon of Thebes.
Theseus and his men rode into Thebes to slay Creon and his men. Theseus was victorious and captured two knights named Palamon and Arcite.
Ow, boy! You two will be kept in my tallest of towers for what you've done, and no amount of gold will pay for your misdeeds. No!
While in prison, Palamon noticed the lovely Emily down in the courtyard.
Oh my god. Wow.
Cousin, what hurts you?
My eyes are heart hurts for Venus.
Wow, she's so pretty.
You're joking, right?
No, I'm not joking.
I had dibs. I saw her first, and in turn, that makes me the first lover of her out of us two.
Well, I loved her as a woman. You just saw her as a goddess.
While the two cousins argued who gets Emily's love, Duke Pirithous rode into Athens and arranged for the release of Arcite.
My dear friend Prometheus has requested for your release, but if I ever find you in this country again, you will be killed.
I am no longer in prison, but I will never see Emily again. O cousin Palamon, you are in prison, but in paradise, for you get to see Emily.
Hearing that Arcite has been released, Palamon sat alone in his cell.
I hope that my cousin Arcite comes back to the city and attacks it, and by some chance reigns victorious, so that I may wife thy beautiful Emily.
Later, Arcite had a dream where Mercury, a messenger to the gods, appeared, telling him to go back to Athens.
No matter how much I suffer, I must go to Athens. I must disguise myself to get closer to Emily.
Arcite takes a job as Emily's page under the name of Philostrate. He holds this position for 5 years, and with it came many riches. Palamon plans to break out of prison on the third night of May.
I must see Emily.
He made his way to a forest where he hid in a bush and heard Philostrate, who exposes himself as Arcite and his love for Emily.
How long will it be until I can say my true name Arcite and see the love of my life, Emily?
Palamon felt as if a sword pierced his heart and jumps out of the bush.
You stole my girl. You're not going to leave here without a duel.
Fine, let's fight to the death.
Prior to the fight, the Duke comes in and stops them.
Tell me why you two are fighting without a judge or officer present.
Both of us deserve to die, but kill him first. He is your enemy.
Okay, both of you will die.
The women began to weep. They believed the men were gentle. Theseus decided to take pity on them.
I know how painful love is, so I forgive you, but you have to accept that Emily will only choose one of you and the other will die alone.
Theseus decides to build an amphitheater for the cousins to fight for Emily's hand in marriage.
Oh, almighty Venus, god of war, beauty, and love, please give me the strength to win Emily's hand in marriage.
Arcite decides to pray to the god of Mars for victory against his cousin Palamon. Diana, goddess of chastity, I do not want to marry either of these men. I want to remain a maiden for the rest of eternity.
Got the girl, bro. Good fight, bro.
Saturn sends Pluto, god of the underworld, to smite thee, Arcite.
I am Pluto, god of the underworld, and I have come to cast a diabolical fury on you.
Theseus demands Emily to marry Palamon, for he is still alive.